Over the weekend, President Donald Trump reviewed Iran's response to the U.S. proposal to end the war, ultimately calling it, quote, unacceptable. So let's go live to Scripps News Group national correspondent Joe St. George. And Joe, where do we stand this morning, and can we expect military operations to resume anytime soon?
Well, so many military families in southern Colorado obviously looking for an answer to that question. To be truthful, we don't know how exactly President Trump's going to respond to this, quote, unacceptable response from the Iranians. Just to backtrack a bit, we had a lot of diplomatic developments last week. We had the U.S. submit a proposal to end the war. There was a period of time waiting for the Iranians to respond. They responded. There was a period of time before President Trump then reacted to said response. And as he said online, he viewed what Iran essentially proposed, counter-negotiated, as being unacceptable. Noteworthy that last night on 60 Minutes to CBS News, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that in his estimate that the war is not over, that there are just too many outstanding questions involving enriched uranium and Iran's nuclear ambitions. There is a phrase that's being used more here in Washington this Monday, and that is Project Freedom Plus. What's that? Well, last week we were talking about Project Freedom launching. That is an effort by the U.S. military, President Trump, to move certain vessels out of the Strait of Hormuz, assert control, send a message to Tehran of who really controls the Strait of Hormuz during this naval blockade. Project Freedom only lasted a couple days. It was suspended to allow for negotiations to take place. Last week, President Trump suggested Project Freedom Plus might occur. What is that plus? Anyone's guess, but it could mean increased military operations. Where I'm at on Capitol Hill, there are lawmakers who are actively encouraging a resumption of military activities. As one congressman put it, it's time to start bombing again. That's the only thing they seem to understand. There's an important event happening tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, and that is President Trump tomorrow heads to Asia, heads to China for a long talked about, long planned visit with President Xi Jinping. Iran will be the #1 topic as of now. Does the president make a move before the trip? Does he make an announcement during the trip? It's something to keep an eye on as this work week begins in Washington with massive questions over what's unfolding in the Middle East.